Welcome to Obsession Engineering. We are on the Isle of Man for TT 2022 and this is first instalment of the TT diary. Although how many instalments there will be, I don't know, because it depends how long I get to actually record stuff and how much stress these things cause me. So hopefully there'll be lots of editions and we'll be talking about how wonderfully it's going and not how much stuff I've broken. It is Sunday morning and this afternoon we have a whole afternoon of practice. And what we should be able to do is get 4 laps on the big bike. Some teams might run 5, maybe even 6 laps, because it's quite a long session. But I think we'll probably do 4 laps on the big bike, and then I think we should get 3 laps on the twin, maybe 4, depending on timing. So it is going to be a busy afternoon, and it gets us into the TT flavour pretty quickly, because going out and having to do like 7 or 8 laps in an afternoon is quite a lot of work. But I'm sure it'll be brilliant fun. There are a few little bits that already happened, so let's have a bit of a look. This is the first time we've actually had the twin fully finished in full TT spec. So we have taken the pinstriping off the stickers, because I think it actually looks better without it. There is a black front wheel now, which I think looks much better. A couple of extra sponsor stickers there for Rapid. The baffle is out of the silencer because it makes a tiny little bit more horsepower with the baffle out, and it's got a slightly different map in it to suit that. We have more stickers. Dogwood Union are a local band from Lincoln, and they've got an album out soon, so everybody should check them out. That's been trimmed a bit so it doesn't rub on the big tank. Big tank is awesome. I've done an afternoon at Cadwell with the big tank to make sure everything works and nothing leaks and I'm comfortable on it, so that is tip-top. And other than that, there's not that much really changed on the twin. It is awesome and that is going to be properly good fun around here. Big bike has been fairly well covered in previous videos. It is my super stock bike with a couple of superbikey bits on it for practice because we practice as a superbike. Big screen, that one's got a chip in it but we'll probably change it for another day. And it's got treaded tyres in it. Now my plan was always to run a treaded front tyre, but since the Northwest 200 fiasco, Dunlop have pulled all the slick rears, so we're not actually allowed a slick rear. So now we have a brand new treaded super stock rear. Actually, that's a 660 wheel. Sorry. So we have the super stock wheel with a brand new 260 213 super stock wheel. But the way of Dunlop's, the super stock tyre is basically the slick with a tread cut in it, but they're a different batch manufacturer, so it's all tip-top, and they are going to be fine. So we've got a couple of those already mounted on rims, so they're ready to go. It's the hard compound one, so it should do 6 laps, but we're going to do a load of laps in practice and find out for sure. This is the sort of core pit crew for practice week. We've got a couple of extra people coming for race week to help out. So local, regular viewers, local and regular viewers. Yeah, exactly. So then, Mum, you'll recognise Rob because he's been in videos before. He once auditioned for Hollyoaks, so he should be relaxed in front of a camera, but right now isn't because he's gone quiet. And this is Gaz. Gaz has been with us, done some of the Scarborough meetings and stuff. So he's been to the Isle of Man before, but Rob has done pit work with me loads of times here, so Rob's sort of experienced member. Gary's new boy. And we have slightly ribbed Gary for his course knowledge. Because we did a lap yesterday in the van, and he didn't know what came after Belig Bridge. I mean, really, we made it easy for him.
Yeah,
you know.
Do you know where the Bee Gees were born?
Where were the Bee Gees born?
Union Mills.
Excellent.
In the Spar shop. Well, it's now a Spar shop, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes, so there's something.
3 points.
There you go.
More quizzing later.
Yeah. We've expected him to be studying overnight, but apparently he wasn't. He was trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure he's got the dynamic of this team yet.
Not much sleep goes on during this fortnight.
Yeah, so, right, logistics-wise, we have new secret garage that we're studying, which is awesome. So, big thank you to Morris for letting us come and use secret garage. We are stopping in a house a few mile away up in Onchan, and I've already blocked the toilet this morning, so that's gone really well.
Ideal.
Yeah, a perfect start. Right. I suppose there should be something else going on. Probably put these motorbikes in a van.
Breakfast?
Yeah.
Oh, after breakfast, we'll put the motorbikes in the van
Cider?
and we'll go to the paddock and we'll get ready to ride around. The garage is fairly well catered because Morris and Debbie have been very, very good to us. We have a biscuit tin, tea and coffee facilities, and yesterday a beer pump turned up, which I may have to remove because otherwise my pit crew might not be much use to me. When we go to sign on around the Isle of Man, we do get looked after. The organisers around here are very nice to us. So this is my sign-on pack, and it's got lanyards for the pit lane passes and bits like that. There's a copy of the programme, and I think there might be a piece of paper with like Wi-Fi codes and stuff on for the paddock. So that's useful stuff that we're not going to get very far without. And then we go and see the TT Riders Association. They've got like a little building in the paddock called the 38th Milestone, and they give us this sports mix stuff and a bottle and bit, and that is to help us stay hydrated and sort of focused when we're riding the bike. So they are pretty good at looking after us, and it's just one of those little bits that takes a bit of the stress away. So the TT Riders Association are awesome. And then I get handed an envelope, and I thought, what's in that? And when I opened it up, it is a little letter from the TT Supporters Club. Now, the TT Supporters Club is a charity, and it's set up to help riders and people at the TT. And in that envelope is a little letter and £50 in cash. So the charity have got together and they've actually given every competitor 50 quid towards, well, the expenses while we're over here, petrol, fuel, whatever we wanted. And it's little bits like that, like, you don't get that anywhere else. Just the fact that this charity have got together just to help the competitors out, and something like that, it's really quite touching. So, big thank you to TT Supporters Club. If you want to join the club, look for it online, and then next year I might get 60 quid. So we just have a bit of a laugh there because the van's loaded up and we're ready to head to the paddock, and it's fair to say the nerves have started jangling a little bit, which is the opposite way round normally, because normally Rob gets really nervous before he goes racing and I take the mickey out of him. So he's quite enjoying the role reversal.
Now it's your turn.
Are you perfectly calm and collected, Rob?
I'll be honest, no. No, it's quite nerve-wracking doing this side of it as well. But we've done it before, so
It'll be right.
it'll be grand. You'll have a lovely time.
The nice thing is, once I actually get on the bike and moving, I will be calm.
You'll be fine.
I'll be out enjoying myself.
Yeah.
And then you'll
be
be the
sweating.
nervous wreck.
Yeah, true. But we'll have a laugh. We've done it before. Once we get going, I just want to get going now. Just want to get on with it.
Yeah.
And let's
So-
have some fun.
Yeah, it's time for us to head to the paddock.
He can't be sweating because I'm going to follow his instructions. So if I do anything wrong, it's your fault.
It's fine. And as we always say, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. And on that note, let's go to the paddock and go motorbike riding. Hey! It is about an hour and a half until I'm going out for first practice. So, been waiting 3 years for this, and I'm getting really, really nervous. Once I actually get on the bike and start moving, it'll be absolutely fine, because then the only thing that matters is what's in front of you, and what's in front of me at that point is pretty awesome. But this is always the way. The build-up, the hours before, is a proper nerve-wracking, pit of your stomach. It's not very pleasant, but it does get you going. If you ever find you're not nervous here, there is something probably wrong with you, and I think getting nervous is healthy, so I'm justifying it. What have I done since I've been in the paddock? Well, the boys have taken the big bike to scrutineering. The twin is still sat next to me because scrutineering time is a little bit later. We nipped to ShopRite to get some food because I need to keep eating, because there's no point in putting fuel in the bike if you don't put fuel in the rider. I've been to the physios who just had a little bit of a poke around at my shoulder because that sometimes gets a bit tight. So that was sort of quite a nice moment of peace and quiet. And I've been doing tear-offs on my helmet, on my visors. So I've got 3 visors ready, all with tear-offs. I think I'll probably get 4 runs. So the plan is to do 2 laps on the big bike, have a bit of a breather, new visor, another 2 lap run on the big bike, then in, Then we'll be about ready to go for the twin, hopefully with a bit of time in between to relax and focus and breathe and drink. So then go out on the twin. If it feels okay, I'll try and do 2 laps straight away on it. If after the first lap there's anything I want to adjust, gearing, suspension, rider, then I'll come in after 1 lap, we can make some changes, go back out, and hopefully get like a 3-lap run on the twin, so that'll be really good. It is going to be quite a lot of mileage today. It's going to be fairly physical, because it always is, so I need to keep eating, keep drinking, try and keep calm enough, but yeah, it's nervous. Can't wait though. Want to get going. Hello boys!
Hello.
The twins through scrutineering.
We have, at last.
All happy?
Yeah, very happy.
And if we look over this way, there's quite a busy assembly area.
They're in there.
The newcomers are up on the road because they're about to go out for their sort of sighting lap. Rob is going to go and rob a bank after he's filled his bike up with petrol, so he's nearly ready. I'm nearly ready. The twin isn't actually out until we've done some laps on the big bike. Gaz is looking surprisingly relaxed. I'm kind of hoping that underneath he's pooing himself, because that'd be funnier. Alright, not long to go to a flat out Delbray Hill. Ah! The superbikes are starting off in about 2 minutes. Because we're down the order, we've got a few minutes yet. But I'm about to put my helmet on. The nerves aren't too bad now that we're getting ready. Let's go and have some fun.
So Dave's just about to go out on his first practice session for TT22. Eyes has gone down. He's just pulling up to the start line. 10-second wait. And away. Go on, boy. So Dave's just been signalled through Crognamona on his first flying lap. We're expecting him to go straight through. So let's have a look.
Right, 2 laps on the big bike. I don't like swearing on YouTube, but my gosh, that feels fast. That was that's an eye opener, that is. I don't think I've ever short shifted so much in my life. I just keep putting gears into it and basically carve it down. And you remember where you're going, but I didn't go anywhere very fast. Dad just told me second lap was 113.5, so I'm 10 mile an hour off what I've done before. So McGuinness is fastest on the superbike, 10 mile an hour off on that record. So it's fair to say that everybody is taking a little bit to get going. But yeah, you don't worry about your mortgage payments and stuff like that when you're out there. That's been.
Dave's just pulled in on the second lap on the new 660 Aprilia twin. Let's see what he's got to say about that.
That thing's cool. That's a little dream of a bike, that is. It's taken me a bit of getting into how quick I can go into stuff, but it's just lovely. We made a bit of a change after the first lap, stiffened the rear up a little bit, took some steering damper off it. It never gets enough fuss. It goes exactly where you want it. You basically stick your arse at the back of the seat, tuck it and just go oh, in 6th gear. It's cool. So that's first afternoon of practice done. Got 3 laps on the BM, and I think the quickest was 114 from a standing start, so that was okay. Normally I'd expect to do a little bit quicker than that, but it is first day after 3 years, so it's okay. Little twin is a little dream of a bike. I did 2 individual laps, made some adjustments in between. Bike's lovely. I think it was 106 mile an hour lap, so that's okay. I know we can go fast on both of them. There was plenty of track spare, no risks taken, and yeah, it was just good fun to ride around and get back out there. All of a sudden, all of the late nights and hard work and all the rest of it don't really seem to matter. That was cracking. So join us again next time for the next instalment, I suppose.